Alright, let's see where we left off. My infusion shipment finally arrived this morning. I now have access to fey crystals and frozen pine cones. Are you putting pine cones in people's drinks? Together with Fable's Phoenix chilies, I have 3 infusions now. Oh, the tea's hot. I'll unpack them later when I have time. I have a feeling they'll be of use soon. Ah. So, Innkeep, a drink for me and this lanky fella. It is good to see you too, Caerlin. You meant to say please. Welcome back, Fable. You look alive. Thank you, I am. That seems like a given. I'm just happy to see them doing well, and with a friend. We ain't friends. We're not? Uh-oh. So you didn't join a party? No. Oh. Uh-oh. I think Fable thought they were in a party. And what is the drink about? They may be very annoying, but they did just help me solve a family feud of 10 years. I owe them some of your dishwater at least. Family feud? I think I may have forgotten what voice I had for Caerlin, so we're gonna roll with this one. I wouldn't call it a feud, more of a miscommunication. No, it was a feud. I feel like feud implies a certain level of hostility. I was gonna kill him. I thought that was a joke. It wasn't. Oh. But no one died? No. Elfie here was able to prevent it. It's Fable. Whatever. Does this perchance have something to do with your quest? It does. I stopped her from killing the werewolf. Oh wait, is that actually her uncle? Elaborate, please? I was going to kill the werewolf. They stopped me from killing the werewolf. What's not to get? A lot? I think he is confused because the quest was to save the villagers from the werewolf. Now it sounds like I saved the werewolf from you. Which I did, kind of. I also remember you saying you do not want the quest, Caerlin. Oh. I didn't. I was there by chance. They were both stealing sheep. Oh. Wasn't. Sure was. Venturing pay ain't what it once was. You steal other people's sheep? Mind your own business. How does any of this lead to a successful quest? Well, where do I start? How about at the beginning? Right. I was born on a half-crescent dreaming moon of the quest fable. Right. The quest. Traveling, there was no trouble. I know enough shortcuts to travel through the Ashen Grove swiftly. I reached the borders of Terra Garden right after dawn. The Ashen Grove thins out at that part, and you can catch a glimpse of the wide fields, vineyards, and see one farm after the other. An idyllic sight. Well, at least before sunset. You have trouble in the dark? Emotionally? Visually? A little. I mean, I reckon I can see more than a human could, but darkness is darkness, and I am no owl. God, you're already weird enough. Imagine the damage you'd do if you could turn your head all the way around. What? Who says I can't? Just kidding. Anyway, luckily darkness doesn't affect my hearing. Not the normal kind. What? Yeah, what? Wait, hold on, what? Nothing. Wait, what does that mean? Okay, I heard a creaking fence and footsteps that were failing at keeping it quiet. Your ears are feeling it being small. You have big ears too, Caerlin. What do you mean? So I snuck closer and I saw a werewolf-esque shape picking up a tiny sheep. I was petting it. Well, I thought she was going to eat it. So I summoned up all my courage and I stepped out of the shadows and I said, "Good evening, werewolf. Please put down the sheep." Didn't expect her to be in full sense, of course, but I wanted to be polite. I thought it might confuse her. Maybe that would help calm her down. It confused me all right. The heck sees a werewolf and the first thing they do is greet them. A polite person. Or an insane one. It worked, didn't it? Because I ain't no werewolf. It wasn't that different. I am skipping ahead. To my surprise, instead of a growl, the werewolf, or not werewolf, responded with a what? So the confusion plan had worked, but that wasn't what I had expected. Again, I said, "Please put down the sheep." And she asked, "Why?" And I said, "Well, because it is not nice stealing sheep." She asked who I was. No, I asked, "Who are you? Guard?" I was about to introduce myself when we heard this blood-curdling growl. It sounded like someone had ripped a hole in the fabric of reality and had pierced it with a horrid yell. Please. It was barely a bark. It made the blood freeze in my veins. I heard panting and heavy footsteps and I barely dared to turn around. You turned immediately. And when I stared into the twisted face of a werewolf, yellow gleaming eyes. Gleaming with jaundice. Sharp teeth, giant claws. You looked like you wanted to eat me right up. He did. But before I could beg for mercy, suddenly something rushed past me and lunged at the werewolf. When I regained my composure, Caerlin and the werewolf were on the ground, fighting tooth and nail. And the sheep? Obviously, I set it down before. Good. So you came to Fable's aid? No, that ain't it. I noticed the wolf's flannel rags. They were blue, checkered, and an uneven print. Just like the kind of stuff Uncle Dragon liked to wear. Oh, God. That old, whatever that sound effect was, fool. Hey, why can't I say that? Oh. It's so loud. What the? Oh. Oh, the reverb on that. Youth protection. The age rating assessment is quite harsh. Oh, please. Caerlin, stop. Anyway, it was dressed like Uncle Dragon. Smelled like Uncle Dragon. Fought like him, too. I was joking when I brought it up before, you know. Haven't seen that old man in years. Was hoping about it by joking. It's the only way I can bring him up these days. Because of the feud? Yes. He used to be my favorite uncle. And he changed into a werewolf. Became irritable and angry. Distant. Fought a lot with Uncle Fedor. Cared more about the moon than he did his own family. Eventually he just left. Ran away. Without a word. Left us and Uncle Fedor behind to worry senseless. We found a letter saying not to look for him. All their savings missing. Swore I was gonna kill him if I ever saw him again. Always thought he just couldn't face up to his problems. Turns out his solution was just to send the problems away. Idiot. You talk it out with your fists? I tried. Hope he stopped me. Glad they did. How did you figure that out? Well, she was yelling at him. I didn't understand half of it, but I could tell she was angry and hurt. I tried to get their attention by telling them to stop, but they wouldn't listen, so I shot an arrow right next to their heads. Caerlin seems very happy about that. My aim was a little shaky, so it ended up grazing Mr. Dragon's ear. I got them to stop for long enough to get them to listen to me. I threatened that if they didn't stop to talk, I would shoot them both. I would have never done that, of course. They must have believed me, because they actually stopped to listen. Mighty scary there, little fella. Thank you. Thank you? Sat them down and did my best to be an insuperable obstacle between them. If they wanted to fight, they'd have to go through me. That sounds rather dangerous. It was. No stop for them. What? You're the size of a stick. You can stop two angry wolves? Oh well. Anyway. I used the opportunity to figure out what was going on. And that's how I found out about Mr. Dragon and Caerlin and the disagreement. Feud. The feud, sure. Turns out that after Mr. Dragon was turned, he was too ashamed to admit it. They couldn't stop the changes and ended up hurting all the people that he cared about. It's no excuse, of course. No, it ain't. If we had known, we'd have helped him best we could. At the very least, would have built a sturdy shed with scratch-proof walls for full moons. He didn't expect that, though. We decided to fix the problem by leaving. Deal with it alone. All of that. Only made it worse. Of course, he was too embarrassed to come back, so he focused on the whole werewolf thing and not any of the human things. Or Vukakin things, so to speak. Trying to find a cure, trying to avoid the moon, trying to find a place to sleep, stealing sheep. That's something they have in common. The sheep. No, the stubbornness and the unwillingness to ask for help. And also the sheep. But the sheep too. They had to talk about it. This silent resentment wasn't good for either of them. And you got them to do that. The little stick is strangely persuasive. Because we gave them the charisma drink. That's what they needed. I was talking about it before I even realized I didn't want to. Maybe because you did want to. Shocked. Maybe. How did it go? Fine. We'll take some time to accept his apology. We'll have to see him change first and apologize to Uncle Fedor and the rest. It was good to see him again. Yes, a hug did feel better than a great sword in his gut. Wonderful. Of course, there is still the problem with the whole werewolf thing. He got so obsessed with the cure, he can still barely control himself. We helped him realize that even a cure couldn't change what he's done. He has to accept that he's different now, learn how to live again. Of course, it isn't easy. No change ever is. I learned that from you. But we have a group of werewolves living near our settlement. A small community that enjoys the company of our warm trees. We play charades with them a lot, and they taught me about the phases of 7 moons and the secrets of the moon signs. Sounds like a bunch of... Oh, Caerlin, please. It's real. You're a crescent moose. A what? We introduced Mr. Dragon to them, and they promised they'd take him in and help him deal with his lycanthropy. Sounds great. He doesn't look so happy about it. It is. It's a happy ending. Wouldn't call it an end, rather the beginning of something new. The end of an adventure is just the beginning of a new one? Exactly. I like that. So, after your heroic therapy session, you two decided to grab a drink together? I'd offered to spend the day at the settlement. But they don't serve anything strong enough for my tastes. Plus, Elfie was dying to go back here. Talking about how they need to update you on everything nonstop. I think they live here or something. I had to report back about the quest. I'm glad you did. I also started crafting something with the werewolves. Something about it being for you and keep. Oh, really? Yeah. It's not finished yet, but I'll let you know, I promise. Wasn't that hard, was it? Well... Uh-oh. So, a drink. What can I offer you, Caerlin? Surprise me with something that fits my brawn. Which I mean, make me the usual. Strength never gets old. Strength it is... It's the brawler, right? Yeah. We need a shield. Oh yeah, charisma. And a lot of strength. Perfect. Brawler, coming up. Surprise. She looks shocked about it. Bad. You should do this professionally. I am? I'll think about it. Abel, what about you? You have something that will calm me down? Maybe even bring some of my agility back? Like a swift strike back to my senses? It was a stressful day. Night. Morning. Sequence of events. I don't remember how to make the swift strike, so we'll just do this. Alright, so a little defense. A little brains. A lot of agility. Was that intelligence, probably? The swift strike. I keep trying to click the sign. It's a cool drink with just the leaves flying around. Here you go. Thank you. Oh, this is perfect. You look tired. Have you considered sleep? You look like they're gonna pass out any second. So do you. Maybe sleep is a good idea. Caerlin, do you have a place to sleep? You can sleep anywhere. It's a talent. It's depressing. I have a free room. You can stay there. Oomph. Sounds good. How much? I'll count it as payment for your help with the quest. Fine. Later, Elfie. See you late. And she's gone. Sir. You heading home, Fable? Yes. I've been gone for a whole day. I need to get back to check whether everything is still growing correctly. Maybe take a nap first. Oh, maybe take a nap first. Yes, that too. Did you enjoy your first quest? I did. It was scary and different than I expected. I didn't know I was so good at pretending to be charming. Have you considered that you weren't pretending? Did well, Fable. Thank you. I hope this isn't going to be my last adventure. I think this is just the beginning. That would be nice. You think I'm going to save the world one day? That's a very tall order. Ah, you're right. I'm not cut out for that. I didn't say that. I just prefer if the world did not end. Right. But if it does, you're the first person I will ask for help. Maybe you should ask Caerlin first. I'd be happy to be second. We'll see. Let's hope we won't. I like this world, and you have a point that we shouldn't hope for a calamity like that. Even if it would make for a good song. Or for a sad one. Or both. I'm gonna head home now. Do that. I'll stock up on quests for you. I can't wait. See you soon. See you soon. Oh, he's back. Good evening to you too. Whoop. Oh. The quest. It wasn't here yesterday. That is correct. It seems dangerous. It is. Mysterious. Sure. Like me. You could be a little less mysterious by telling me your name. Zephyr. The wind carry you in? Why is it in quotations? Wait, were the other ones? No. Thanks. Oh. I want that quest. Well, you have it. Not just literally, physically. Emotionally. Emotionally? Want to take on that quest. Go to the castle to get the cape. I mean... Yes. Well, no one has gone to the castle yet. If someone would like to go, the path would be open. Did his cape just rise up? So you know of the castle? Yes? It seems strange. It is. A vampire lives there. I heard rumors. Whispers. A strange, fiendish woman residing there. What a coincidence. Me too. Have you ever frequented your tavern? No, not recently. She has. Once? At a vampire mixer. Interesting. So she was only here at night? She's a vampire, yes. Would you say she was unnaturally pale? No? She had a lot of makeup on. But below the mask. Sure, yes. Would guess she looks pretty dead below that. What kind of drink did she order? Blood? Interest. You sell blood? Of course. Whose blood? Actually, a great question. What? Did you hear about wolves avoiding the castle? Really? All of them? Yes. There's a lot of werewolf traps set up. But all animals seem to stay clear of Marrow Castle. It's yet doors are always locked, so nothing may come inside or leave. And anything that tries to melts into her land in one way or another. Is a grave as a pile of decorative bones, or is dirt feeding rotting flowers? Say death clings to her doorstep like an everlasting melody. That sounds like a strange place. Like a tomb for something still alive. Or for a goth Or for a goth. Goth or vampire, she seems to be a thief. It appears so. Do you not sympathize with that? Thievery is an honorable skill, but it must be achieved in secret. Or you are not worth the coins you pocket. Also, stealing a man's cape is just plain rude. I suppose. Nothing worse is stealing a man's hat. Not if it's cursed. Especially then. It is, you can't defend yourself from having your trophies reclaimed. You must live with the consequences. Consequences being you? Exactly. Definitely sounds like you know what you're doing. Of course. I'm one with the shadows in the wind. On before they even notice me. You could easily swipe something else altogether with the cape, right? Certainly. Gold, gemstones, other treasures, whatever pays the bills. What about some interior decoration? Like what, for example? Just something to pretty up my tavern a little bit. Hiring them to steal things, we can make it look nicer in here. Maybe something useful that also doubles as a decoration. Like a chair? Stealing a whole chair sounds like a little bit too ambitious for the first quest. I prefer something smaller, like a little trinket. The walls are a bit empty still. Wait, you're being serious? Absolutely. A small piece of furniture that once belonged to an eccentric vampire sounds like a wonderful addition to this tavern. We'll see what I can do about it. You won't be disappointed. Well then, I trust you deliver yourself to her doorstep and the cape back to me. Along with a neat little addition for my interior design. Sounds like I'll need stamps. Would you like some? No. Too traceable. How about a drink then? I could do with one of those. Your drinks hold inspiration of great magnitude. Allow you to dip into parts of yourselves that didn't previously know. Raise yourself from your shadow. Say, what do you trade them for? I would love to hear a joke from this guy. Jokes. It's not. I'm not. I don't do jokes. And I don't do drinks, I'm afraid. How do explorers hide their treasures? Dragging them to a safe location. Oh, God. Alright. I feel bad for you. Jeez. You may have one of my infamous drinks. And some of my infamous infusions. In fact, I just got a fresh shipment today and could finally unpack them. Infusions. Intriguing. What vile magic do you have to offer? For your purposes, I think you could either benefit from fey crystal or a frozen pine cone. Frozen pine cones have absorbed some of nature's icy properties. They can help you form a magical frost barrier that will hurt those trying to harm you. The fey crystals hail straight from Avalon, allegedly. If used, they turn you invisible, eventually, and for a bit. The expiration date is a bit unpredictable. Also got some phoenix chilies, but I don't think it's very useful for your situation. Interesting. So, what dark depths of yourself were you looking for? I fear that Lady Evelyn may be of the undead nature. I must be strong and vigorous if I want my stake in her heart before her fangs are near my neck. But that does sound appealing. Strength I can do. Oh, strength I can do. And some frost armor should help with the fangs. Or perhaps the smarter would be to avoid her wrath entirely. Stealth her and steal the cape from below her pale nose, that she may lie in the shame of having lost against me. I think such an approach would require the right amount of dexterity. And then the fey crystals. Some invisibility could help with the staying unseen, should my speed and agility not be enough. I think that's the right path. Help me with the decision, innkeeper. Your wisdom is no secret, is it? I don't have access to infusion. I have to be careful with how they interact with other ingredients. I may alter the drink in a way where I have to do different ingredients than usual. Should make sure to keep an eye on the coaster shapes so that they can mix the correct shape. What? I should try adding an infusion first and adjust the drink from there. Give it a try. So this is the fake crystal. This is the chilies. Where was the other thing? It was a pine cone? Oh, they're up there. So crystals first. Crystal? Oh, they add stuff. Okay. We need Swift Strike. Okay, so it already has this, so I only need this. Then some of this. There we go. It actually needs less drink because of the crystal. Okay. Here you go. A drink that all vampires fear. A liquid sunrise. Not quite, but it's a good name. May I steal that? You don't ask for permission before you steal something, innkeep. And it is no longer a clever ruse, but a mere trade. I see. Did you hear my new drink, the liquid sunrise? Ah. Good one. It tastes like the sun. Cold sun, and I shall strike her down as such. The sun? Ah, that makes more sense. Goodbye, innkeep. I would say pray that the sun will carry me back to you. But my hope does not lie in the realm keepers, and I shall be damned if they control my fate. You see me again after the next sunfall. If you do not, speak of vengeance. Vengeance makes for an early grave. Or for a good story. Farewell. Or for a bitter end. Hello, Caerlin. Oh, Caerlin's grabbing a quest too. I'm taking this quest. And a drink. Great. Did you sleep well? Sleep? How was it? Fine. Too long. Didn't sleep that much in ages. Sounds like you needed it. No, your beds are just too comfortable. It was hard to get up. Of course. My apologies. I'll make sure to take your feedback into consideration. Do you like a drink as compensation? I already said that. Gee, make me something strong that will wake me up and keep me up too. And no infusion for her then. Another brawler. Brawler out. I almost clicked the sign again. Something strong coming right up. Is strong. Just the right amount of too much. Maybe I should call this drink the Caerlin. No, you shouldn't. Anyway, the quest. Yes, the quest. I'm taking it. So you said I see it as my turn to make conversation. I miss Fable. Isn't it a bit too soon for another quest? You just returned. It has been hours since I've done anything but sleep, chat, and drink. I'm getting antsy. I sit still for too long, it feels like my bones are disintegrating and I forget who I am. That's called boredom. It's torture. That too. Well, boring is not what I would call this quest in the slightest. Stealing from a chimera for a vampire's sunscreen. Couldn't get more reckless than that. We take an Elfie along. Fair point. Please don't. Won't. So the saliva's for a vampire. Vampire sunscreen. Can't a vampire get their chimera goo themselves? It's a wyvern chimera. Vampires and fires don't mix too well. Also, if everyone just did their own quest, the quest economy would be in shambles. Suppose that'd be a terrible for your business. Indeed. Have you ever encountered a chimera before? No, not a real one. Got me thinking, isn't it a bit blasphemous to steal from a draconic guardian? Depends. Are you religious? Not. Then no. Would it be if I was? Don't think so. Chimeras still riches all the time, and they were created by the guardians to be protectors of the realms. So, stealing from something to protect someone else seems in line with the doctrine. Think you ain't a priest. You do a piss poor job. Thank you. Is blasphemy what you were most worried about? I ain't worried. Okay. Nervous? Ain't that either. And what is it? Excitement, I suppose. Excitement? Don't laugh. I'm not laughing. I'm asking. Yes, excitement. Never encountered a guardian before. I've always sort of wanted to. Haven't you? Exactly easy to find, or to survive. Seems like a great opportunity for you then. It is. What's it about guardians? It's less about the guardian and more about what created it. Maybe a little about the chimera. Got a dragon head, right? Yes. Modeled after its creator, I would guess. So let me rephrase. What is it about dragons and chimeras with dragon heads? They're cool. Also, when I was little, my Bobby used to tell me bedtime stories about the dragons every night. She was a great adventurer and encountered many of their creations on her journeys. Not sure if it's true. She always claimed she passed each of the realm's keepers themselves. Little keepsakes from him and all. Sword's one of those. Passed it on to me before she passed? Left. One day she was just gone. I think she wanted to spend her last moments somewhere else. Like to think she visited one of her dragons one last time. Grandma has a leaving problem. At least she left our savings alone. That sword and her stories are all I have left of her. Going on this quest almost feels like I'm stepping into a memory of hers. Did she ever tell you about a wyvern chimera? No. It was the only kind she never encountered. Had quarrels with those feline ones, different varieties of scales, even a cow one, I think. Never found a wyvern one in all her years. Would have been nice to tell her the story when I return. If I return. I'm sure you will. You can tell the story to me. I don't know if I'll make for a good Baba, but I do enjoy a good tale. I'll think about it. You already got me talking too much. This is you talking much? So, you enjoy dragons? Sure. They're fascinating creatures. Very interesting. Very magical. Fascinating. And magical. Used to pretend it was when I was little. Really wanted their magic. And their wings. You just asked them for their magic. I'm not sure about their wings. I ain't a priest either. Besides, I'm a warrior. Don't do all that magic. Oh, Caerlin, please. Why not? I like my sword and my muscles. They're a good combo. I don't need to rely on anyone, not even dragons. A little help never hurt anybody. A little self-reliance don't either. Don't either. As you say. That mean you don't want a drink to pep you up, Caerlin? Didn't say that. Wait, didn't I make her a drink? I see. That doesn't count as help? It's prepayment for me taking it's prepayment for me taking on your quest. Sure. I'd be happy to have some incredible infusions that could offer greatly with your quest. Nah. Sounds unnecessarily complicated. Let's keep it simple. Alright, what can I get you then? Reckon a little bit of boost of this body can't hurt. Heard they're quick and toothy, so I need to be hardy for its bite. Some defense might come in handy. Or something for the brain. Baba talked quite a lot about how much they enjoy a good ruse. Maybe I can outsmart it with the right play. Need some intelligence for that. Won't be risking it all for a bad idea. Sure you don't want any infusions? Just a little bit of Phoenix Chili can make you fire resistant. That could be very useful in a fight. Reckons you're stubborn. Sure. I'll try one. On the topic of trickery, no. One is enough. Either you mix defense with your weird chilies or you go heavy on intelligence. Don't need any more of your fancy tricks. When you pick, I don't care. Like, it's your job, figure it out. I like the idea of giving her intelligence, see how that goes. What was that, frosted? Yes. No, wait, it was intelligence. Yeah, okay. Interesting order. There, and then 3 here. Sparkling Nebula. Figured it. Thanks. Hope you seasoned with some trickery. Does feel weird, like my brain is sparkling. No returns. How urgent is the sunscreen? Pretty urgent. The sun tends to not take a break, even for vampires. Maybe he should sunbathe less then. That might solve his problems. Right. Oh, when he has an easy solution. When has an easy solution ever been fun? Good point. I'll see what I can do. Maybe they got some mice in that mangrove. Luck. Won't be needing it. I'll be waiting for your story. And off she goes. Good evening. Good evening, Fable. Did you have a good day? I did. I visited Mr. Dragon and the other werewolves. Told him about Caerlin's quest and the Wyvern Chimera? Oh, so you heard about it. She told me before she left, in case she told me some things to pass on to Mr. Dragon that I can't repeat here. I think she's happy he's back. I think so too. Did you have tea with the werewolves? Of course. We had a grand time together. I mentioned how much fun I had with the moon signs. So they taught me more about the stars and their hidden meanings. Which stars? Both sets. They specialize in Cassiopeia. You know, the constellations of the night sky and the astral plane and all? They have one astrologer who knows a lot about their reflections in the pools of the primordial sea. And she promised to teach me about them too. Wait to learn about the way that mirrors echo and distort. That's how she pitched it. Exciting, right? Very. That's what I thought. So I... Oh, well... What is it, Fable? I may or may not have finished that little gift I was talking about yesterday. Or rather, that Caerlin was talking about. Yes, I recall. You know, the little keepsake from my time with the werewolves. A reminder of my very first successful quest. I just didn't know if you... like trinkets. Oh. What is it? It's an embroidery of a constellation. The werewolves taught me how to do it. While the astrologer told us stories and myths about the stars and their twin reflections, I imagine it to be a constellation from a faraway realm. Call it the Little Dipper. It does look like a Little Dipper. With a lot of imagination, Innkeeper. Who knows, maybe there is a world out there with this exact configuration of stars in the night sky. Might be. Maybe the Little Dipper is part of a larger constellation. A bear, for example. A bear? Innkeep, I thought you might be the one dreaming something right now. Most likely. You fond of the stars surrounding us? What? Do you like to watch them from time to time? Oh, really? You prefer the stars of the astral or the primordial sea? Astral, I guess? Really? That's surprising. And again, you do make people change, just like Cassiopeia. You have to give me your birth data soon so I can calculate your birth chart. If that's okay with you, of course. It is. I'll write it down for you. Great, thank you. I think you may be a double jackdaw. Are you? We will see. We will. Until then, care for a drink to wind down? Or some zest, perhaps? Drink, please. I think I figured out how to make my own zest. Happy to hear that, Fable. But drink. Oh, to me. But drinks. I'm not trying to make those just yet. Especially those with the right balance. I'll also have to make the rounds around the grove later. So could you make me something that will keep me awake and agile? You think you know me well enough to guess what I might need? Already on it. I'm assuming it's the... Thank you, one moment. Swift and agile. Another swift strike. Awake. What are the... What do the infusions do again? This was attack. This was defense. And I don't remember what the mana crystal was. I guess we just make the regular one, probably. So it's this, and then some intelligence. A lot of agility. There we are. Oops. No, you don't get that. Here. Thank you. This is delicious. You always know what I need. I think I may also need a break. So maybe stay a while before heading back. Sounds like a good idea. We'll just idle here for a bit if that's okay. Always. Enjoy your rest, Fable. Thank you. Uh-oh. Kyle is back. Greetings, Innkeep. Greetings, Kyle. Oh, what was I doing for Kyle again? Greetings, green creature. Greetings, Mr. Vampire. Oh, how polite. Are you enjoying your drink? I am, thank you. And I shall leave you to its inspiring aftertaste. Innkeep, say, did you move your inn by any chance? It took me hours to find it. I did not. Are you sure? I believe new alleyways may have formed themselves around your establishment. Winding paths and dark corners. Anything could be hiding within them. Like a vampire. No silly snack. I don't need to hide. Except for games of hide and seek. I'm very good at those. Maybe the inn wanted to play around with you. Perhaps, but it has underestimated my skill. As a 3-time hide-and-seek world champion, I would never lose to a youngling of an inn. Not that young. The wood is not even rotted yet, dear innkeep. It still has many eons to go. That would be nice. As a celebration of a match well won, may I offer you a drink? Yes, I think that would be well deserved. That delicious blood of yours made it onto the menu yet? Not yet. Shame. I'd also have some of that faux blood again, please. It does make my bones feel more sturdy. Coming right up. Sturdy. Do you want the defense one? Wait, attack? Oh, right, because it was red. Okay, I remember now. You're right. Oops. And a lot of red. All the fake blood. Southern Brawler. Some full blood for your bones. Enjoy. Perfect, innkeep. The only thing that can make me happier would be a drink lovingly titled the Innkeep's Vein. Keep dreaming, Count Dracula. Speaking of dreaming, how is the retrieval of my cape coming along? Swimmingly. Well, actually, I think there is very little water involved. I wouldn't be so sure. My dear Evelyn has a beautiful pond filled with long-toothed spine guppies in her courtyard. It's her pride and joy. I would hope no one is swimming in that. But I have sent someone on your quest. I'm sure he will return soon, and you and your cape can be reunited. Marvelous. Speaking of inseparable teams, where's Rhea? Oh, she has taken a day off. She demanded vacation time, so I said she could choose any day, and she chose today. I was gonna also take a day off and spend vacation with her. I don't think she, yeah. When I wanted to follow her to the market, my sleeve caught on fire, in my hand, and my hair. So I was forced to stay back due to my allergies. Oh, right, the sun. Weeping amaryllis pollen are very bad this time of year. And the sun. The sun is also bad for vampires. It is? Yes. Right. I need sunscreen. It's in the works. Did you get to see the market later? I did. It was beautiful, colorful, full of music that makes your heart dance. I couldn't find Rhea anywhere, so I felt a little lonely. Luckily, I managed to make a new friend in no time, very tall and brooding, just how I like them. I inquired if I could try in his armor of swirling shadow and onyx bone. He said if I tried to take it from me, he would turn me to ash. What a jokester. Dark armor of swirling shadow and onyx bone. Yes. A true connoisseur of fashion. He's just visiting, he said. Had great crepe recommendations. Plum crepes with ash sprinkles? Yes. Tasted deliciously dead. Oh. Stranger of the night, I see. I hope you enjoyed your evening together. We did? Though, I felt like he asked something of me. I promised I would remember. Perhaps he wanted my cape? Many people want my cape. Perhaps. I would never agree to that. It is my cape after all. Maybe he wanted my Pasca recipe? Is it good? Very much so. And I would like it as well. Oh, yes, you. Me. He asked me about you. Uh-oh. Me? Yes. He's an old friend of yours who was very curious about how your inn is doing. He sang your praises, of course, so he asked me to deliver you greetings. And congratulations on the well-run establishment. How did he phrase it? Deliver my congratulations on the faux peace you and your precious innkeepers found him in his house of denial. Very poetic, if you ask me. Uh-oh. Very. Innkeeper have an enemy? If only I could remember his name. Does the description ring any bells for you? No. I am afraid not. Too bad. You must be an old childhood friend. Maybe you went to school together. I heard many friendships are formed in such halls. Maybe. Do you want to tell me more about your time at the market? Surely, I found the loveliest trinkets. Like a little stuffed bear with a tiny raincoat or a crescent elder moon necklace. Found a gorgeous sun charm as well. I bought it for Rhea, a welcome back from vacation gift. That's very sweet. Your friend bought a delightful raven figurine with eyes of starlight. Please don't call him that. We never deny our friends, even if we do not remember them. I just realized that there's like a battle happening in this drink here. I don't remember any of my friends. Alas, I still love them, even if their memory only lives in my heart. Anyhow, he said it was a gift to himself to celebrate the dawn of the month of the astral moon. Oh, I love Cassiopeia so dearly. She's the most beautiful month, is she not? A haven of starlight reflected in the primordial sea below. Only once a year is she this close to us, and only for a short period of time. To me, she is the harbinger of yearning and of change. Wonder how we will change this month. I'll be more capeful in sunscreen by the end of it. Maybe even a little less alone. What about you? I like the way I am, but I wouldn't say no to stocking up on ingredients. Ah, the refusal to change is dangerous, innkeeper. Always comes to those who will deny it most. At the end of the astral moon, we shall no longer be who we once were. That sounds like a threat. By no means. Maybe it promises mourning, but celebration also, does it not? For example, my dear Rhea met me hating vampires, and now she likes me. True change has already occurred before the stars have changed, it seems. You are hard to dislike. We'll go with that. Oh, how sweet of you. Sweet as my blood. I have a lot of it. I would hope you do. And it runs warm when people are kind to me. In all my millennia, kindness has always made me the happiest. There's nothing greater than a friendship, don't you think? And nothing more fragile. It makes it all the more precious. That reminds me, I forgot a crucial part of the message. Uh-oh. Our dear friend Stranger told me he would like to see you again. He said... What was it? Don't think too hard about it. Aha! Of course, the letter. Letter? The polite young man gave me a letter to deliver to you. What a sweet gesture. I shall pass it to you swiftly. Boy, thank you. You're not going to open it? No, I don't think now's the time for a letter. Not enough moonlight. Wouldn't it be kind of romantic, dwelling in the memories of a friend? It would go so well with the fireworks. Too bad. I'll remember, I promise. Then I shall deliver his message in full. Don't think too hard about it. I do remember the fireworks. What fireworks? I have no clue. He said he hopes you will enjoy them. Wait. Fireworks. Doesn't that sound lovely? I hope they're not a private event. You about to blow up the inn? I think that would be difficult with fireworks. Oh. Oh God. I don't mean to interrupt. Oh, I don't mean to interrupt, but... What is it, little fawn? Look outside. I think the fireworks have started. Oh, how beautiful. They're falling from the sky. Hello, little fireworks. Sparkle on. Those aren't fireworks. They're stars. Dear player, you've reached the end of the Tavern Talk extended demo. It's been a pleasure to take you on this little journey through the Wayfarer's Inn. You enjoyed the insight and adventures to come. It's really cool. But wait, I wonder what the letter is. Like, did the knife come in it? Is that how the letter was delivered? Oh my God. I like this a lot. So yeah, if this looks like your kind of game, make sure you wishlist the game. If you can, going back out on Kickstarter. I'm gonna keep an eye on this. I love these characters, and I'm having a good time with this. Maybe we'll see this on the channel again. See you next time, everybody. Bye-bye.